This is probably the best lens for any beginner looking to get into photography. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope to see all of you are doing well and I'm glad to see you back on the channel. So today we have a pretty awesome video ahead of us. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. Okay, so today we are talking about the 50mm 1.8 lens. This could be any lens, brand, it could be any shape and size, it doesn't really matter, as long as it's a 50mm 1.8. This is just something amazing because you can't go wrong with it. This is the first lens I bought when I got into photography and wanted to start upgrading my lenses from the normal kit lens, because I know most of us, when we start out photography, we start with the kit lens and then we start wanting to get into new and better lenses. And this is one of the lenses I can highly recommend because it's cheap. And for what you get, for the quality of the lens, for the price you're getting it, it's unbeatable. Like, the prices vary a lot. I'll probably put up the current price on Amazon up here. But yeah, like, this is the Sony version, but I know the Canon version is also really awesome, especially with the new RF lens that came out a few weeks or months ago. I'm not really sure. It's mostly made out of plastic and it's quite light and small, as you can see. This thing is a banger because I'll probably show you some photos now in just a bit, but I'm just going to talk about the build quality and stuff like that for now. And this thing is really awesome because it's light. A lot of people don't like having big and bulky lenses in their kit as for starters. So this thing is pretty awesome because it's so light. I think it's not even, it's like 100 grams or something. It's really light. With that said, it pairs great with APS-C cameras like the one I'm shooting on right now, as well as the full frame like bodies it was made for. Like, just for notice, on a full frame, this is a 50mm. For beginners that are usually shooting with APS-C, they have a crop body. So this will work on a crop body, especially with the Sony E-mount, because all their camera bodies have the same mount, but it won't be a 50mm anymore. It will probably be more of a 75 with the 1.5 crop that's on this camera, but on the APS-C cameras, and this thing being a 50mm for a full frame. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to buy something like this. But that said, this thing is pretty awesome, and even with it being a full frame lens, I don't have any problems with it. The image of it is pretty sharp, it's reliable, and when I'm using this, I don't feel afraid that I'm gonna mess up or don't get the shot, because this thing is actually quite of a mini beast of itself. So it's really awesome. There's not much to say about this thing because it's light, cheap, and awesome to use. And the nice thing about it, especially if you're a beginner, focal length, it's just a 50mm, so you don't really have that zoom option. So it really learns you a lot about photography because you have to move around and get the composition you want by actually looking for the composition and walking around and moving your body just to find the best place where you can take these photos. It really learns you a lot about photography, and for the price you can't go wrong with it, especially at the 1.8 aperture. This thing is amazing. Like, I can really only talk good about it because for the price you won't go wrong. So I think that's enough rambling on about how good this lens is. Like, I know there's a few negatives about it because like it's plastic and stuff like that, and the focus wheel isn't the best and it's quite scratchy, but that's all things we can look over for how awesome this thing is. That's enough rambling for me. I'll just show you some photos that I took with this thing. Keep in mind, these are not raw images and they are edited as they are on my Instagram. And if you want to check more of the content I produce, I mostly post them on Instagram. So I'll keep a link down in the description where you can go check out my Instagram and hopefully follow me. I'll probably go check out your page if you follow me and see what's going on, because I'd like to see what's going on your guys' sides. With that said, here are some photos taken with the 50mm 1.8. Okay, so that's all I have to say, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to subscribe, because I do a lot of content like this, and if you have any suggestions, hit them in the description below. So with that said, hope to see you in the next one and stay blessed.